Boom, 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 boom. Welcome, guys. I think we're officially live. I think.
Welcome, guys. I think we're officially live.
Getting reverb. Okay, I think I've got that figured out. All a giant learning curve here because this is not my forte, but we're figuring it out as we go. All right, I am going to be taking a few seconds here to essentially figure some stuff out as we're going through here. I'm using a different software today, so we're going to figure that out. Okay, I see text is coming in, so my comments are working. You're good, bro. Thank you, Aaron. What's up, guys? Great to see you here. Appreciate it, as always. Again, just learning a few different things here before we get started. But we are going to be critiquing your guys' work today. I mean, we're going to start with kind of the older stuff. I want to get caught up. So I'm doing these lives when I have time a bit more often, if you will. So with that being said, if you want to send your work in, you can send it here. Send it to artmesomething@gmail.com. That's the only place I will take your work and for the show or for whatever you want to call this right here. So we have that going on. Also, guys, if you want to follow me anywhere, you can follow me on Instagram at Dave Inks, or you can follow me on Facebook at Death Punch Inc. I was not wise enough to make everything the same name, so it is very confusing. So with that out of the way, guys, let's check a few things, and then we'll jump in and we'll start taking a look at your work. Let me go ahead and put this away for now. Ba-da-ding. Let's go back. Again, I'm getting familiar with this right here. Hello from Egypt. Dang, jumped over just to say hi. Great to have you guys. Appreciate you being here. Again, we are just seconds away from getting into your work. Just a few seconds away. All right, so I'm going to keep this running at the bottom down here so that you guys know exactly where to send your work to. All right, with that being said, I think, all right, real quick. I sent an email a while ago, but never seen anything from what I sent. Yeah, guys, I mean, I'm back a ways. There's a lot of emails. And a lot of people probably were missed in the beginning, but I'm trying to find a better way to get to everybody because it's hard to just make videos with like 5 or 6 at a time. We'll never get through everybody. So when I say tattoo critiques, it's less critique, more reaction in a lot of ways because I don't have time to critique every single thing. We'll take a look at it. We'll say, hey, you know what? Fantastic. Not so fantastic. Touch this up, touch that up. Nonetheless, let me turn on a light over here real quick. Bam. All right. Now we're lit up. All right, guys. So here we go. Let's get into it. We're going to be going to Jessica. As you guys can see, we're in April. So we're going to do a few from April. Gosh, I cannot speak. We're going to do a few from April, and then we'll jump to current day and take some of those. That way we can do some live here with you guys if you want to send your work in. Again, we have plenty of emails. So let's go. Jessica, any feedback would be very much appreciated. All right. What we got here? On the hand. All right. I don't know. It's not bad, I guess. It's not bad, I guess. The line looks all right, not bad. I look at a lot of emails, guys. Let me just set the premise. Look at a lot of emails. Some really good, but most are not the greatest. And it's people who are very much in their early stages or just struggling, So when I say something is decent or good, you have to take everything with a grain of salt because we're comparing everything as a whole. And so I will say that these lines look pretty decent because I think they do. The shading is where it needs some help. It's kind of pretty dark, which I like dark. If you're going to have shading, at least it is dark and in places so you get this contrasty look and it's not just, monotone. But I would try to work on those lighter shades. A little bit of that would really take this to the next level. All right. Again, not bad with these lines. Yes, there are some bumps. Yes, they could use some help, but I've seen long lines like this in a card format, and most of the time it really missed the mark. This one's not too bad. Definitely still need to work on everything, but you know what? It's moving. It's not bad. It's not bad. I don't know. You don't see how long you've been tattooing for, so it's tricky. What's a good length to tattoo a person with the needle? Yeah, I don't know about all that. Okay. Again, color tattoo, not bad. Lining, color packing, okay. Like, it's not bad. I don't mind this tattoo, but I definitely would love to see this on a polished level. But nice work. All right. Okay. On the hand again. I don't think you should be tattooing on the hand. At least this is up here, but again, this is in the wrist area, and that wrist area loves to get wear and tear, and it's right in the middle of this flower here. So might have been a poor placement. These lines are pretty janky right here. I don't know, not thrilled with this one, but I do see some really good stuff happening here in the beginning stages, some cool stuff. So you're in route, Jessica. I don't know how long you've been tattooing, so it's hard to say. If it's been 5 years, maybe rethink some stuff. But what the heck has just happened? All right. Mads McKay. My name is Mads McKay. All right. All right. Not bad. Not terrible. Interesting shading in here. It should heal pretty light. Might look interesting. Not really sure. It's a different one. It's crazy what you're going to see. You just never know. You're going to open up an email, have no idea what's going to be there. Sometimes you don't even know how to react to stuff. Like, all right, that's interesting, I suppose. I don't know. Like this one, interesting subject matter. Lines are pretty crisp. Doesn't seem to be much of a blowouts there. So, yeah, that one's looking good. Okay, so we have 2. Yeah, not bad. I'd say the lining's all right in them. This one's got some very light sort of stipple shading. Let's see. Did you say anything else about yourself? The rat, for example, I often feel overwhelmed by shading and am reluctant to really fill in areas. Yeah, filling large areas when you don't really know how to use the shading and all that nonsense is kind of daunting. Definitely understand where you're going with that. So but you think you did a decent job, especially up here. Just, again, do it on paper. If you can do it on paper, you just got to learn your shades in the ink, and then the two can meld, if you will. So, but that comes with time. It really does. I'm still figuring things out. All right. So next we have Aaron the Dragon Slayer. Interesting name, Aaron the Dragon Slayer. It was Stick and Poke. Somebody said it was Stick and Poke. I can't read comments and do this. I better stay over here. Been tattooing for 7 months, trying to learn how before I go to tattoo school. Okay, that'd be interesting. Use a 9-round shader, number 10 for the flowers, and a 9 curve mag, number 10 for the smoke. When it comes to round shaders, I actually prefer number 12. Personally, it's all personal, whatever. But interesting. A bug pin 9-round shader, 9 curve mag. All right, well, it doesn't really matter. Okay, I'm going to say these lines. I like these lines. They are crisp. In my opinion, it's a few wobbles, but who am I to judge at this point? This looks good. I like this. That was easy. Nice job. This I do like as well in some ways. I kind of like the, I don't know. It's the black that's purely around it that drives me nuts. And the inside could be a little bit more interesting, but the outside just being a hard black. I know you have to do that in order to get the smoke look. That's why I think this is a great for like filler when you already have other pieces around it, and you just kind of want that smoke to go through, and it's not a big deal to have black behind it because it blends in with the rest of the piece or something. So yeah, and these can be interesting when you stencil them. You got to really make sure you know what you're looking at and how to read it and whatnot. Could have been a little more dynamic, but you know what? Overall, not bad. Just don't really understand it being right here in the middle of his arm. Hopefully you go ahead and add more stuff to this. That would be sweet. Okay, but thanks, Aaron. Appreciate you, man. All right. Something Henry. 2 months ago now. Recent ones. All right. 2 months, I guess. 2 months. What do we got here? I sent some in. Cheers, bro. Can't see for looking. Joe, you're so nervous. Look at the bottom of the screen. What is the bottom of the screen? Who's that? Look at the bottom. Nervous. Look at the bottom of the screen, JJ. What's at the bottom of the screen, man? Did I do something wrong? What's happening? Oh, someone's asking where's that working. Oh man, I'm slow. Now I've never used ink claw needles. 125 mag. All right, gotta stay out of there. This looks nice, well packed in. The lining around the outside, from what I can see, looks a little whack, but you know what? As a whole, just looking at it from here, not bad. Jump to the next one. You could get away with a lot of this, but some of this here in this triangle is a little interesting. And you have the ability to sculpt this too. Trust me, I know I've had the ability to do this in the past and really let things fall. But again, I'm not sure how big this is. It doesn't look terribly big, so I'm gonna say, you know what? Not bad. What does it say? 2 months? Yeah, not bad, man. Good to see you're working on black pieces because, well, if you mess something up, you can always sculpt it with black because most of the time the piece is made solely of black and skin breaks. So this looks good. You're getting practice. Yeah, just smart tattooing, smart practicing on skin. What is happening here? April. Scott. How did I skip Scott? This is weird. All right. I work full-time, railroad, and father of 2, represent. All right. Here are 2 favorite I've done. Okay, so you've been working on fake skin. These are 2 that you've done. Yeah, email scrolling at the bottom of it. Yeah, email, guys. If you want to send your work in, it's at the bottom of the screen right here. Send work to artmesomething@gmail.com. If you're here, give the video a like. If you're sending work in, give the video a like. If you're on lunch break and you're just chilling, give the video a like. I appreciate it, guys. All right, cool subject matter. It's good to see you are practicing on fake skin. And while you're probably making some big improvements, I would definitely say continue to work on the lines. Remember, if things aren't going good on fake skin, not that this is going poorly, I'm just saying, if things aren't the way you exactly want them to be on fake skin, don't go to real skin. Because for some reason, I hear people say, well, that fake skin was just too difficult. That's why I went to real skin. And 9 times out of 10, it was a bad time and it was a poor decision. You're not going to learn everything on fake skin, but you might as well master that before you move on and understand that there are changes and differences from fake skin to real skin. But it doesn't mean just skip over it completely and go straight to skin. So good to see you're on fake skin and working through it, filling in black. You're getting a feel for how things go. But yeah, good to see you're still on fake skin and stay there for now. Yeah, I actually like the lining in this one a bit better. Packing of color. You know, we got some really deep tones in here. So keep at it. Continue on fake skin. And send some more in because I know this is a month old now. So if you're feeling like sending more in, send more in. Don't be in a rush. You have to be anywhere at any certain time, man. You got 2 kids, you're working. Just enjoy the process. Keep doing more of these. Send me more of them. I want to see you improve, Scott. But you're doing all right, man. All right, how's it going? My name is Manny Shepard from Jacksonville, North Carolina. I'm an apprentice, and I've been tattooing for 3 months now. I watched your critique videos on YouTube and subscribed to your channel. I thought I'd seen what? Oh, okay. Send you a couple pictures. Oh, there's Norton antivirus. Go away. I'm out of coffee. That's not cool. I should have thought ahead here. All right, this is interesting. I don't know what's up with that blue eye, though. That thing is jumping out real hard right now. And it looks a little funky. Let me know. What do you guys think? Is this a little funky? I mean, as a whole, everything for the most part, you know, is decent. The lining here, we got thicker lines. Yeah, sure, they're a little wobbly here and there, but overall, they look okay. This one down here again, maybe it's meant to have this little drop piece in it because it does almost looks like it was meant to be there. But you've packed white in here. The color is pretty well packed in. It's just this blue eye for the most part. Yeah, there are a few little things here and there, but not too bad. That blue eye. What do you think? Oh, gosh, burps again. All right, on to the next one. All right. Yeah. All right. I think this suffers from a lack of pure black. Pure black. Lines are decent in most places. Excuse me. Shading's okay. It just doesn't have enough contrast. And definitely go with black. When you're dealing with a darker skin tone, you definitely want to lean towards the darker end of the spectrum. It's just going to create more contrast, which is key in the most part, for the most part. Other thing, guys, when you're taking photos, try to take them to where there's not a bunch of stuff going on in the background. It's weird how when you do a tattoo, all you care about is the tattoo, but people on the internet can be harsh. So don't give them anything to beat you up with. Throw this up against a white wall or something, you know. But nonetheless, I have kids. I get it. Okay, here we are. This one I don't like as much. This one, we got problems going on all over the place here. Wobbly lines, the color, I don't know. It just seems weak. And that sounds, you know, kind of rude to say, but that's how I feel about this one. Also, on a side note, let me drop this down real quick. We will be having guests on this live stream. We're going to have at least myself and another person. I'm going to try to do weekly, and together we'll go through emails on the live stream and critique people, because I think it's much better if I can have a second opinion. Things I miss all the time, maybe somebody else has a different way of thinking. Let me know if you'd like to be on the live stream, and let me know why. Why should we have you on? Maybe you got something to share with us as well. I don't know. You know, I really plan just a little bit, and the rest I let it be free. So let me know, guys. Anyhow, back to the work here. All right. So you have a little bit of work to do. Interesting. These are all from the same person. Interesting. I do like this one if it had more black. I do like this one if the eye was different and a few little things. But this one, not so much. Maybe it's an order of the way you are working. All right. So again, sorry, I'm reading a couple of comments real quick. Are there any requirements to be on the live? No, not really. Pretty much it would be best if you were in front of a computer or a laptop with a web camera. That is pretty much it. I will send a link. You're going to click on the link. It's going to confirm that you got some like mic and camera action. You're going to type your name and hit like the button, and then you'll come on. I'll see you here, and then I can add you to the stream. You can do it from a mobile device. It is very hard to see though. So because we're going to be looking at people's work, you're going to want to be able to see it. It's very hard because for some reason it just doesn't act quite the way I'd like it to. So it makes what my screen share very small for you to see. So I'd prefer you to be on a computer, and yeah, that should do it. If you want to do that, send me an email with at the top something. Let's see, what should we put there? Live stream guest. Title it live stream guest. Give me like one quick sentence, who you are, maybe a link to your Instagram or something, so we can figure out, put a face with a name and whatnot, so we're not just letting somebody who's just going to be a jerk or whatever on the show or what have you. So again, sorry for the lack there of planning. I do have a guest set up. Andy B will be on. He's been a follower of the channel for a long time, and I just appreciate him. So he'll be on with me. Maybe this Sunday, maybe this next Monday coming up, something like that. All right. So anyhow, hey man, been watching your videos for a few months and appreciate the time you take out. Really admirable. Thank you. I've been tattooing for a year and a half, self-taught myself, brother, calves. Okay, we got enough. Year and a half, self-taught. Appreciate it. Okay. All right. Sure. I guess you're practicing your lines. I have lines on my legs like this too, and they have a lot that look like this. So it's a mixed bag here. I don't know what to consider this. Are you practicing? Were you supposed to make these lines? If you're just lining this and this was supposed to be just nice, crisp lines, you missed the mark. If you're just messing around, hey, at least it's got a cool design with your mess around, because mine just looks like a bunch of tic-tac-toe boxes. So, all right. So now we're on something different. Yes. Improvement. Yes. A little bit of a bump there, but you know what? I don't have no idea what I'm looking at. Is this a shell or a clamp? I don't even know. Maybe you guys know. What is this? Am I blind? Probably. I don't know what it is, but I don't even care most times when I'm looking at it. I'm just looking to see if it's done well. And I think for what this is, it looks relatively good. I like it. So good job. But what is it? Maybe you say. I've been tattooing for a year and a half, self-time over a few months. Aha, the oyster is healing really nicely. The abstract design healed terribly. Well, you don't say. We did notice that. Love if you can give your thoughts. Yeah, you went too deep here, too light in other places. You're just having an issue with your hand speed to voltage to depth. Depth can be tricky, but you've got it right in a few places here. I would say it might come down to your hand speed to voltage. If your voltage is really high, then you probably have to move your hand faster. I mean, you guys know this stuff. I have videos that break it down a little bit more. I'm sure there's plenty of other people that explain it nowadays. There's a lot of people helping other people out in this field now, which is cool. So, done these on myself a few months ago. I started tattooing since last year in July, but it not my job. Okay, whatever. So, it's not your daily job, not your daily work. All right, fair enough. Let's see what we got here. Okay. I don't know what you've done, what others have done. Maybe you've done all this. I would say the best piece here is this mask right here. It's really not bad. There are some raised lines and what have you in some spots. So you know what? Maybe you want a little harsh, but oh yeah, I can see it around here. Okay. But as a whole, compared to the rest of it, I like that one the most. So not bad though. Right on. We're working on doing some shading, I think. If it's meant to be like very in your face, black, and then stop, you hit the mark. If you were looking for a gradation, not so much. But cool, man. Definitely dealing with a little bit of saturation issues up here. You had lining issues here. So take your time. If you did this on yourself, I don't know. Got to be awkward, staring in a mirror. But cool. Thanks for sending those in, man. Joshua Irving. Why do I feel like I heard this name before? Let's see what we got. Before we do that. Been tattooing for about 4 months. 20 years ago, I used to do jailhouse tattoos with homemade machine. Quit because I hated coil machines. Dang. I now use a cheap pen style machine. Yeah, man. I don't know what the cheap pen style machine. They all do the job. Some just are more reliable than others. Blah, blah, blah. Been tattooing 4 months. Okay. So I'm assuming that does not include your jailhouse time. So let's see what we got here. All right. Yeah. Okay. Well, real quickly, when I first look at it, that's rude. It's hard to say. I don't like it. But I can still appreciate good things in here and talk about some other things don't like. The line work, you could probably get away with this. Is it great? No. But you could get away with this if your shading mixed with this line work was on point, but it's not. We have some very, very scratchy looking stuff going on here. Yeah, I would look into watching some shading videos, some more like smooth shading videos. I have a few. I'm sure there's other people that have probably got their own wisdom to throw in there as well. Watch some shading videos. Focus on your shading. Your lining will continue, but if you're trying to do pieces like this, we need more shading, more range of tones, and figuring out how to maybe softly fill an area, if you will. Maybe try a different type of needle. I'm not sure. I see heavy strokes here, which makes me think you're probably using a standard needle. Maybe try a bug pin, number 10 gauge bug pin needles, a little tighter together. It might have a little bit more success there, because here, this lining around the eyes, the shading around the eyes, it's very haphazard. So one last thing before I go to the next one is also draw this out. It continues. It starts okay here, and then we really lose it at the top up here. So draw this stuff out. If you can draw it out and you really like how it looks, then maybe think about tattooing it. But I would work on that shading. Okay, what do we got here? All right, definitely still some lining issues, but yeah, there's some lining issues. There's some shading stuff. I like the stippling that's going on here. I like how this one's shaded better than the last one. So we're going somewhere. All right. Okay. Not a huge fan of this one. I see lines are actually an issue. At least we have a different tones going on, but I don't know. Definitely work on the shading. Work on the shading and let your line work continue to develop. I'm going to go with that. That's going to be my statement. Andrew, I just looked over there and saw the main thing that you struggle with is wiping your stencil away. I get that. That is a common thing, wiping the stencil away. I try to emphasize this as much as possible is to let the stencil dry. I've read some people who said, yeah, put the stencil on. They tell people exactly how to do it, but then they tell them to let it dry for 5 minutes or so. And that's great, depending on how you're doing it, depending on how much stencil material you put on. Oh, geez, Louise. But let that sucker dry. Don't be in a rush. I'll let tattoo dry for 20 minutes or so. I let the client know, all right, now's your time. We got the stencil on. I'm going to, button my setup up. You're going to chill out and wait for 20 minutes or so. If you want to smoke a cigarette, go smoke a cigarette. If you want to do whatever, we got 20 minutes till this dries. I'll have them come back in like 10 or 15, do a little dab, put a glove on or something, maybe grab a little paper towel, just do a little wipe. If that thing isn't smeared one iota, then it's go time. All right. By the time they sit down, I get everything finally set up. It's been about 15, 20 minutes. So that's my advice. More time, the better. Let's see. Yeah, 10 to 15 minutes before I start tattooing. Is that what you're saying? And you're having... Okay, this is a different person. All right, good to see. So anyhow, Denver Grant is next up, guys. Let me very quickly here go to... All right, I am going to drop this out temporarily. I'll pull it right back up. I just got to check a couple things real quick here. All right, what is today? Oh, okay. I must not be. Here we go. Again, guys, if you want to be on this live right now, send me an email. Let me know what you want, why you want to be here, and I'll see if I can get you on so we can practice having two people. It's the biggest things I like to practice. Why not have one of you guys jump on and we can practice seeing how it works with two people here. I want to continue to do more live stuff. I have no shortage of emails here to get through. So it's better that I figure this stuff out early on so I'm not boring you continuously. And for all you guys who are watching and putting up with this nonsense right now of me trying to get better at this whole streaming thing, I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you taking the time. And if you enjoy it, give the video a like. I would really appreciate it. Okay. We are now going to jump to the very beginning here. We're going to jump to whoever sent me emails today, starting at 11 o'clock. Yes. All right. I'm going to just go to the very bottom here of today's emails and try to just get through those. So we're going to be starting with Michael Nevis. Bang. Let me bring this back up again. All right. Yeah, who is that? Shane Bowles? Shane? Sure, man. Send me an email to artmesomething@gmail.com. I will send you a link. And if you pop up on my screen over here, then, yeah, we'll let you on. And we'll go from there. So go ahead and send that. So this is from Michael. Michael, what do you got? Okay. You know what, Michael? I like some stuff here. The lining on this is nice. It's not bad. Some wobbles. There's some wobbles, but like overall, you look at it, it's nice, thick, consistent line weight. The shadings clearly missed the mark. Excuse me. In the mask, that is. Back here, I don't mind that. I like that. It's kind of dark. We'll see what you do with the flowers here. It looks unfinished to me. Let it heal. Maybe go back in here. Get this on paper right here, shaded on paper so you can see like what you're going to do with the mask. And then it'll make it a lot easier because these lines here don't really read that any shape or any, it doesn't really do anything for me. All right. Yeah, this is cool. I love the contrast, and it's very dark, which is cool. And then you have these skin breaks. Nice. The blood coming down. Let's zoom in a little bit. I still like it. I think it's cool. I like the stimpling in here versus the black back there. There's some things, but as a whole, it looks cool. It just looks cool. That's about it. Hey, I did a tattoo like this. Line work is not bad. Again, guys, there are definitely little things, but as a whole and for someone who is learning, not bad. Okay, packing of the black looks pretty good. Looks like we've gotten pretty much up to the line in most places. This looks a little light over here as far as the black itself goes. So I hope that it heals dark for you, but if it doesn't, it might be because it's a little lighter over here. It's hard to say. Photos don't always do anything. Well, photos do nothing any justice one way or the other, but again, it could just be the photo. Couldn't preview file. All right, must be a video of some kind. Sorry, I'm not going to take the chance here. Let me go ahead and drop this down real quick, check my emails out, and we will be right back, guys. I appreciate you guys for being here. I have no idea how many of you are here, but I just want to say thank you to all of you for hanging out here. And again, I would like to show you something I need help with. Sorry, I'll go to talk to you guys, and then I just immediately start saying something else. Sounds about right. I am trying to make sure I don't miss anybody who is trying to get into the live stream. And I don't think... Nope, nobody has emailed me yet requesting to be in the live stream. So let me get back to where I was at here. There we go. And we're currently checking out emails from today. These are from today. Emily right here. Let's see. Hi, Dave. Been tattooing on fake skin for a month or so now and on real skin for only a week or so. Okay, so a month on fake skin, real skin for a week or so, and only myself so far. The tooth was my very first one. All right. Oh, I see. This must be the tooth here. Okay, let's see. Can we see through the plastic? We can. It seems you're using a round shader. Some spots are decent. Other spots are light. Some you had to go over again. And when you're going over something with a thicker liner or a round shader, if you miss the mark going over that line a second time, now you have a much thicker line, which you have in right about here and a few other little spots right here. Maybe we went over this again, kind of what have you. But hey, you know what? You are practicing different things. The tooth is still healing, it looks like, too, maybe a little bit. That, or you might want to watch to see if those lines are like puffed up. If they're puffed up a lot, then you might be going too harsh on the skin. But hey, you know, you haven't been doing it a long time. I hope this is on you. Maybe you said that, maybe I missed that, but stick with it on you for now. It's a small piece. Later, when you learn more about shading, you can go back in this and kind of shade it, smooth some stuff out. You know, clearly I would stay away from shading right now because I see you trying to do some of it, but don't overwhelm yourself. Get that lining down, pack some black, do some simple silhouette stuff, then move on to shading. When you try to do everything, you end up like getting a tiny bit of everything. Like you kind of got this much lining information, got this much black filling, got this much shading. You have all these things in your toolbox, but you only got this much. So then if you're like me, you go, I'm going to do something that requires this much because I think I know this much, but really I know this much about everything. So when you do it, you're like, yeah, I think I like it, but it all misses the mark, you know? So it's a learning curve. I've been there. I'm still there. All right, what we got here? I don't even know. What is this? What is this? Maybe you guys know what this is. I don't know what it is. I'm not a huge fan of it. Whatever's happening here, the lines, this looks like it's like liquid on the skin. I don't know. Something funky going on there. Okay, at least I still see you just doing line work, which is good. I still see you trying to do some shading here and there. Stay away from that. Not right now. If you want to do shading, find a piece that you know is going to be fully black or the parts of it that are going to be black. Practice your shading in those black areas. And then you can go, wow, that's really good. I'm learning stuff, or I'm not, or whatever. But in the end, you can just fill it up black, and, you know, that's it. That's how you practice. I wish I had known that. Okay, here's the tooth. The tooth is the better of them. But again, when you're going over lines a couple times using a large liner, if you don't get it just right, you end up with different depth issues, the line weight issues, and whatnot. So, all right, not bad. All right, hang on 1 second, guys. Got to check something here. Bam. Let's go ahead and make sure I'm not missing anybody up here who wants to come hang out. I don't care. Let's see. This is 2 weeks. Just my first one's an email before this. Here are some live streaming. Why do artists put Vaseline on skin while tattooing? Okay, so still nobody. Again, guys, if you want to go live here with me, just send me an email, and in the subject bar, put, I don't know, want to go live with you or something like that, so that I know what it's about. And then I can email you a link. All I gotta do is click on the link. You don't have to download nothing. It's really simple. But nonetheless, I want to practice this. I want to figure it out now here before I have, you know, maybe a scheduled person to be on. And then I've done that before, really missed the mark many times trying to figure things out. But yeah, guys, this is just what we do here. Just practice right in front of you. Here we go. All right, back to where we were at. Sorry again. Thanks to everybody who is hanging out, jumping in on a lunch break or something. Appreciate you. Yo, Chief. Wondered if I could get some critiques and advice on my tattoo on real skin. I've only been tattooing for the equivalent of about a month. I love some feedback. What does the equivalency of a month mean? That's interesting. I've never heard somebody put it that way. The equivalency of a month. Maybe you've been tattooing for like a year, but only for like 30 days. And that would be the equivalency of a month. Interesting. So 1 second, I gotta send a quick message here. Can you please? Sorry, guys. I'm thirsty here. I don't want to leave you. So I'm requesting some sort of water. So hopefully that comes. All right, let's go. Right off the bat, I think this is cool. Yeah, I like this. I think you did a nice job. You're using real skin, so I know the process, the feel of this skin, everything. So nice job. Really, it's clean. I have nothing negative to say. I like the black. It's fully packed. I can't see stroke marks, nothing. Excuse me. The meow is nice. It's a well done. Well done. This is what you want to be doing. This is a well done tattoo. It's not crazy. It's not a ton of shading. You know, you're working on the two things that you should be working on. Okay, so what happens from that one to this one is this one has shading. I like some parts of the shading, some things I don't like about it, but you're learning here. And I think you're learning about the right time, or at least you're putting your shading into action about the right time, because your lines are relatively crisp in the fake skin. You know, your black fills look solid. So now's the time to start practicing. You're using a good fake skin to practice on. Yeah, you know, if you're watching, take notes here, because I think this person is going about things properly. It looks good. Could he use some help in the shading? Yes, I would say so. That's going to come with a bit more practice. So nice. Oh, there's more. Son of a gun. Again, crisp lines, different line weights. I dig this tattoo. I would love to have this tattoo, but I'm not picky. So when it comes to like what I like, this is cool too. Solid straight lines, you know, a little bit of wobbles, but I'm not going to judge. Looks better than what I would do sometimes. Nice, man. Cool. Who is this? Doc Tattoos, man. Keep at it. Look forward to seeing what your work will be like on the skin. Don't be bummed out when you go on the skin for the first time after doing some killer stuff on fake skin, and realize that it is a pain in the butt. It's hard. Nothing works the way it does on fake skin, because they are two different mediums. But I promise you, it will not be in vain. Okay, you will be doing it for the right Right. Okay, one. All right, we have flavored water. We've been rescued. What is that? Watermelon. Okay. All right. Let's see. Let me drop this out real quick. Again, guys, sorry for the learning curve here on my part. Learning curve on my part. Guys, if you want to follow me, you can follow me here at Dave Inks 88 on Instagram or at Death Punch Inc. on Facebook. All right. Here we go. 1 second, guys. Here. Okay, so I think I am going to, somebody has requested to come in. They have also sent their work in, and I have some questions for them after checking out their work. And what better than to just have them on real quick? We can talk to them. We can practice having people on. So that is cool. Oops, I clicked on something I shouldn't have. Let's see. I'm sorry. So I'm going to send him or her, I really don't know, a link, and we'll see what happens. So here is the link. Hope it works. No, not hope it works. That sounds like I don't have any faith. I do have faith in this. Here's the link. Bam. Boom. All right. Send. All right. We have sent it off to, your name is Jordan Luna. All right. Jordan Luna. I have sent you a link. Let me know. I'm going to go back down here where we were. Again, I'm just checking out today's emails. And there are quite a few of them. But nonetheless, here we go. I will let you know if Jordan pops up on the screen, and then we'll go check out Jordan's work and talk to him about it. This is from Jackie JG82 on YouTube. Go check her out on YouTube. Oh my goodness, JG82. Oh my goodness, I got to set up. I'm not even going to try to read. I can't read right now, so we're just going to the photo. All right. Okay. Yeah, all right. I don't know what is what. I'm going to say this is, we have some definite inconsistencies here in this tattoo. We have, oh, hang on a second. Let me fix this. Hang on. All right, let me go back over here. Where were we? All right, so definitely some inconsistencies on the right side over here. Very thick, rolling into thin. But hey, you know, at least I think this is on yourself. It looks like it's on yourself. This right here, I think I would like to see you go back over both of these and pack the black a little bit better, because I'm pretty sure this is what I was talking about. How you want to practice these tattoos that have a lot of black in them, so you can run some lines inside this black area, and then when it all goes to hell in a handbasket, if that's what happens and you don't like it, you can just fill it in black. So nonetheless, let's see what else we got here. Okay, we got a flower. You know, from first glance, it's like, all right, not bad. But you're trying to do something new. It's gonna have its own set of struggles, and there are definitely some struggles here. We're looking at the lining around these leaves and what have you. They're a little rough. There are some spots in here that I think look nice, but as a whole, I think we're missing the mark here. And we want more of a consistently packed ink. This is kind of lightly packed, if you will. So it is tough. It is tough. Okay. Nope. Not a big fan of this one. Definite lining issues. It's quite large as well. I mean, that appears to be pretty decent size. So, I mean, personally, not a huge fan. I think slow down, focus on each tattoo. So this one right here, this face, line it. You can go back and reline this if you want. Lining, packing black. Don't worry about anything else. Okay, and don't do too much. You can go back and rework these old tattoos because you get to practice. You can see your old work right next to your new work. You only have so much space. Treat it well. All right. Okay. Let's see here. We are going to go on to 1050. Amanda Wood. Amanda Wood, you are up next, Amanda. Let's see what we got. We have different characters at different times. Okay, the only information we have. So let's take a look. Oh my. Okay, so hey, this is one way to do it, one way to practice. Just collage it out. All right. I don't know where to begin, where to end. I do see that you are mainly focusing on lining and then filling stuff in. We got the Powder Puff Girls down here. Their hair kind of filled in certain spots. Not bad. Some real thick lines, especially going around her right there. We got Hey Arnold. Oh, this one not so great. I don't know. I don't really know what to even think here. It's not horrible. The lines in some places look good, others not so much. You're practicing. I don't really know. I don't have the answers to everything. I'm not really sure what to say. Thank you though. Thanks for letting us check it out. I feel like we already looked at these the other day. Maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong. Let's see what we got here. Well, first off, my name is Mustafa Kamal. But everyone calling me MK. My Instagram profile is MKD Tattoo Me. Watch every single interview. Okay, so there's not really tattooing for almost 2 years now, and would like you to critique some of my works. Also, would like to see a video about difference of stroke length if possible. I don't know if I have a video about that. I think I made a video, and it's up with the course over there. But big thanks to anybody who's purchased a course. All this stuff is mainly already out there on YouTube. What I'd like to think is you guys are supporting a cause more than anything. So thank you, because we've been able to give money every month to the Dream Center, and that's been awesome. So thank you for your support there. Okay, so here we go. What do we see here? We got some interesting lining going on. Obviously pretty thick up around the helmet here, up around the head, or whatever you want to call this. Man, I can't speak. The hat, some shading going on. This might heal okay. Not too bad. Cool. Definitely line work still needs some help there. Let's take a look at this little guy. Yeah, we got some lining issues, but I will say the depth seems consistent, if that makes sense. I'll say there's not like a really light areas, really dark. It's just that I think you've had to go over them a few times. It can be tricky trying to connect two lines together. This white doesn't feel or appear that it's going to be there when it heals. It may. Doesn't really seem that way. But I see some light shading happening here. So you're learning a few different things. Okay. Color, packing of the color, trying to use different shades here and there. It kind of looks like you went on the line here. It could just be your stencil. So just pay attention, be careful a little bit. The lining still has some issues. It appears that when you have a spot you don't like, you go over it a few times, try to smooth it out. It shows. If you're going to do something like this, or you want to make this permanently good looking for the long haul, get yourself a larger liner and just line around the outside, not up inside of it or anything like that. Just make the outside of it pop. And I think that will add to it a bit. But again, I'm just one opinion. All right, so I still don't see our friend here on the chat or in the place. So let's go ahead and what else we got? We got one more here. Dobby. It's got issues, but I don't mind that one. I don't mind it. All right, I'm going to drop this down real quick. roll up here. Make sure we're not missing anybody who is trying to come on to the show here. Trying to come on the show. Send me an email to theartmesomething@gmail.com. Let me know you want to be on the live show. Put that in the title, live show, or want to be on the live show. And I'd love to have you on. And we can also take a look at your work at the same time. And yeah, you can tell me what you did and give you my 2 cents. So again, just let me know that you want to be on the live stream. So with all that out of the way, you want to be. It's me, Markel. Well, you have to send me an email there, Markel. Let me know so I can send you a link. So with that out of the way, let's get back to what we were doing. So again, I just want to say thanks, guys. Appreciate all the support here. Let's jump in. Okay, it's me, Markel. You said you did. You're the man, Dave. Thank you, Sean. Appreciate you, man. All right, one more second, guys. One more second here. All right, for the tent. Who is this? Nope, that's not him either. So again, I have not gotten any emails with any titles stating what you're talking about. So I'm going to get back to it by myself here. And again, I'll check after this next piece, and then we'll see what's up. All right, so we're on Nicholas now. Nicholas, let's see what we got from you, my friend. What's up, man? As always, thank you for the advice. Been sending stuff in ever since I sent the Chris Brown and Tupac portraits on fake skin. Thanks. Please be brutally honest. And that's not really my thing. I try to be relatively nice, but let's see. All right, we got some classic butterflies here. Maybe I should see. Is that what you said? Yeah, okay. Let's take a look at the full range here real quick. All right. Well, let's start with this one. I have no idea what it is. To be brutally honest, I don't particularly like it. I think I'm going to take a guess here. And it almost looks like the lid to a spray paint can. The top that you I have no idea. That's where spray can cap. All right, we're on to it. Nice. Okay. So yes, that's what it looks like to me. I see that we're trying to figure out how to shade a lot of things. There's no black. There's no true black in this tattoo. Maybe a tiny bit right there. I'd love to see more black back here. Maybe, I don't know. You got to find these spots to really push the black in, get a little bit of a mid-tone where you want it, and then skin break it if you can. And it could be something. I don't think it needs the classic little swoops. I'm not a huge fan of the swoopy stuff. In some pieces, when it travels up an entire arm and it shows that there was thought put into a sleeve or something and it integrates it, not too bad. But this tattoo, trying to give it movement, I don't know. But let's move on. Okay, so now we're over here. The line is not cool, man. Told me to be a little bit more honest with you. I'll probably be a little bit rougher here. This is picked up and put down several times. It's rough. If you're not confident with lines, don't choose something that is a giant swoop line out in the middle of nowhere. And then another one right next to it. Here's the thing. I see the stencil right here. I see it coming up right here. I can see it back there. You see it? All right. So I was going to tell you that, hey, when it's something like this, smooth is better. So if you're following this line around, like I am, if you're following my cursor here on the screen, following it around, and the line tells you to go up here, but you're smooth and you're feeling like really curving through this thing, and you miss the mark on something like this, I'd rather miss the mark and keep it smooth and have a nice, smooth, consistent wrapping line down through there than find myself, oh no, I'm off target, pull out, and then try to like readjust to get this back on target. I'm glad you didn't do that there, but there are plenty of other issues here as well. Same thing. Maybe that's what you were doing. You were just trying to keep it smooth, but you still need some practice in the lining department. Same over here. When it comes to inside this butterfly here, It's better, that is for sure. This portion right here looks like you might have tried to do a little shading right there. The white up here, if you're going to put white in these little things, I would just fill those, because most of the time those are white. In most of like the tattoos you see or photos of butterfly, whatever, these are white. And then if you're gonna have color, a lot of times it's in here or what have you. So I definitely would have went full throttle on that white. And is this the tattoo healed? What is this? Is this the same tattoo? Oh, this is, oh, okay. This is this side over here. Oh man, so we're in the same boat over here. In fact, as you experienced here, you went right onto knee skin, which changed the game completely. And this is definitely starting to look blown out here, unless this is all shade. Unless you went around the outside and shaded all this, which is possible. If not, this all appears to be blown out. So does this here. So there's different levels of blowouts, different levels. Okay, Kimbiz. See, Kimbiz in your eyes. Let's see. I don't even know. I could share your comments. It looks good for starting. Definitely needs work in thickening up some of those messy lines. But I really appreciate the butterflies. They look decent, way better than anything I've attempted on face skin. See, you have different levels of things from different people. So, this particular person thinks, hey, you know what? This looks good. And you're going to have that. Everybody's got an opinion, and it depends on where they're coming from. I remember looking at work that, wasn't the greatest and thinking it was good. I know people, when they learn, they watch me and they go, wow, Dave, you're really great. And then when they figure out how to tattoo, they're like, Dave, you're not that good. It's like, exactly. All right. Everybody's at a different place, and it's okay. It's all right. Opinions are opinions. We're just here to maybe help each other out. And if it don't help each other out, hey, at least we're trying, I suppose. Okay, so I'm going to hide you again real quick. I do like that. I see. I got to stay out of the comments because I like some of your guys' comments. And if I do that, then I'm just staring here reading. Live show. Are you guys sending me? All right, what do we got here? I'm clicking on some of these just to make sure. What's up, 22 minutes? I'm going to flood you with too much. All right. All right. So, okay. Again, guys, just let me know in an email if you want to be on the live show. Put want to be on the live show. And that lets me know that you, as a human being, want to be on this show. You want to pop up on the screen with me and take a look at some tattoos, or maybe just take a look at your own tattoos and then move along. So send me an email to the email that is scrolling along the bottom of the screen, artmesomething@gmail.com. And we'll try to get you on the live stream with me, and maybe we can even take a look at your work together. So again, in order to do that, I need a title in email with a title that says, like, be blunt, I want to be on the live stream. Then I'll know, and I'll send you a link. All right. So again, that is that. Let me jump back to where I was at, and we'll take a look at the next group here. Bam. Here we go. All right, real quick, we're going to show this one. The live stream is priceless as a new needle-wielding artist. What an interesting way. Needle-wielding artist. That's interesting. That's cool. Well, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Let's get back to it. Dan Oto. Everyone calls me Odo. I'm hoping I'm saying it right. I don't even know. Oto's been tattooing for about 10 years as a hobby. Was wondering about what you think in some of these pieces. Well, Odo, let's take a look. I think these lines are relatively crisp. I think they're a little light, though. I can see quite a few of the needle marks. It doesn't mean that it's going to completely fade away. It doesn't mean any of that stuff. It just means it's not as bold, not as saturated as we would want it to be. The color packing here is good. Green is an interesting shade. Some green, some light blues. They go in. You have to kind of trust them that they're going to be there. Learn to pack black. Learn to pack other colors, before you get into those lighter colors. Because if you're just full packing an entire area and you're using something like a light green, you're probably going to overwork the skin because it's confusing. You're seeing the skin reddening, the color doesn't look like it's quite there. But once you learn to trust your technique and packing of color, then that's what you have to do. And the green looks decent here, so good on you. Next one. Oh, this is nice. I like this. I like this. The yeah, lines look decent from here. Colors packed. Got some black going on. Not bad. Not bad. This one I'm not a big fan of. I think the colors kind of land very flat in my opinion. But as far as an execution, it's done well. For the most part, yeah. Yeah. Sometimes I'm thinking in my head and I can't get words out. It's a couple of olives. The shadow, I'd put a little bit more depth in the shadow, but what am I talking about? Just random. Looks good though, man. Not bad. Continue at it. Continue at it. I don't think that you're doing anything horribly wrong. I think that it looks decent. So again, keep at it. Let's hit up the next one. Brett. Been apprenticing for about 5 months now. Right on, bro. First couple are from the beginning of the year. Last 2 are from this month. Okay, first couple. So which is first couple? This side or this side? Hey, we already saw some of this. Brett, we've seen some of your work already, man. Not too bad. If you don't know, feet are a pain in the butt to tattoo. So there are some kind of some wonky little lines down here and what have you. You know, these are a little light and kind of interesting, if you will. So not my favorite, but you know, it's not horrible. Now we just looked at this the other day, or maybe this is in my video that it'll be going out tomorrow. It's some more of this, just in video format instead of live format. So check that out tomorrow, 10 o'clock. It'll be out. Also, I took the tattooing of my hand and condensed that line for line. So if you don't feel like sitting there watching the whole hour and a half of that live stream, I think on Thursday I'll throw that video out. And it's just line for line, shade for shade of me tattooing this, sped up a little bit with my voicing over. That's pretty much it. So if you want to check those out, subscribe to the channel, whatever. Turn notifications on. It's the best thing to do so that you guys get notified when I'm live, because if I got time, I'll go live. All right. So it's not set in stone when yet. We'll get there. Oh, yeah. By the way, this looks cool. Doggone it. What do we got here? Okay. Then add tax. I don't even know what it says. No, you're worth then add. Okay. I like the idea here. I think taxation is theft, but I know you're worth. No, I think this needs a little bit more work here. I do like some of these lines, but as a whole, it kind of comes off a little bit sloppy. Some things could have been a little bit more crisper. The black is filled in. So, you know what? On the fence on that one. This one's cool. I like this. I like this from back here. The more I talk, the more I like this tattoo. I hope that when we get in here, there's just more to love. So far, so good. Very crisp lines. Love the consistency and line work here. It can be easy to get a little lazy in here, I know, but that is crisp and consistent. I'm not sure if this is finished, if these marks are supposed to be there, not supposed to be there, what's happening there, not sure. But from back here, I like it. Adds to it. Maybe there's more to go. I would hope there's more to go. This might be a first session or something along those lines. Nice work, though. Nice work. What do we got here? I definitely like the one prior to this more than this one. Maybe this is some of your earlier stuff. Because, again, this is one of those times where we try to do everything we think we've got figured out in a tattoo. And we appreciate it because we see so much improvement a lot of times, but other people might not. So this might be one of those. I know I've had plenty of tattoos that way. Okay, let's see. Not bad. The lines are definitely got blown out and a little wobbly. I mean, this is kind of one of those, you can't really hide much here. If the mistake is made, it's made, and you can see it. So let's jump to the next one. This is interesting. As a concept, as a design, this is interesting looking. but execution, not really there. Not horrible either. Don't get me wrong. We have some weird stuff going on in here. The eye, a little bit up around here. I like the rope here, whatever this is. It's a little bit better. Yeah, but for the most part, this is a bit wonky. All right, so that's all of it. But as a whole, again, not sure which is your beginning, which is your end, but this one is definitely my favorite. I would rock this one. So nice job, Brett. All right, as always, let me drop the screen down real quick. Roll up here. Let's make sure we didn't miss anything. Okay. All right. Oh, here we go. All right, Tommy. Tommy, if you are out there, Tommy, Army veteran, yeah, I'm going to send you a link, an invite. Let me get it right here. And I'm going to send it to you. All it is in the email is just a reply and a link. So go ahead and work your way through that link. I hope that you get this. Let me try sending it one more time to you just to make sure. And send. All right. So if you get that, just follow the instructions on the screen or whatever, and I will see you when you pop up over here. Guys, if you're enjoying the video or the content or whatever the heck it is we're doing here, go ahead and give it a like, subscribe to the channel. Let's get back to it. I'm going to open up another email real quick. Make sure we are not missing anything here. Again, if you want to send your work in, it's artmesomething@gmail.com. It's going to take some time to get to everybody. We'll be doing a lot of jumping around. On the live streams, we try to do like that day's emails, the current emails. In the videos, I try to go back a little bit and do some of the ones that you've already sent me and try to play catch up. I feel like I will hopefully get to everybody, but at the way it looks, it's an uphill battle. So I'm a new tattoo artist and did this on a friend from a sketch I had. It healed, looking just as smooth as the fresh picture. Any ideas? What? I'm a new tattoo artist and did this on a friend from a sketch I had. It healed, looking just as smooth as the fresh picture. Oh, what? I have no idea. Okay. You know what? It's simple. It's relatively cleanish. We have some line weight discrepancies, which means something wasn't smooth. You went back and smoothed it out. As a whole, it makes the end image look a heck of a lot better than leaving it sloppy. But from a, hey, let me check it out and tell you what I think happened here, we probably smoothed some lines out. But again, when you use a large liner or a round shader when smoothing stuff out, it makes a bigger mark. So if you don't hit it right on or what have you, I think you get what I'm saying. Over here, I do like this right here, though. This looks pretty nice as far as we pack that black and then maybe got a bit of a lighter shade going across it. So nice job there. All right, not bad. Our next up is Goth Mother's. Interesting. What happened? Why is it not open? There we go. All right, Goth Mother's Stitchery. I have only been tattooing for 3 months, mostly self-taught. I slowed it down, and after the live critique last week, and did this VTM on my hubby's arm Saturday. So you watched the live critique, you slowed it down, and after live critique, okay, so let's see what we got. All right, we can't see the whole thing, but what I do see looks saturated well, somewhat symmetrical. Not bad. Not bad. I'm not sure, again, what the rest of this is, but what I'm looking at looks all right. I did this as like one of my first tattoos, a giant cross on my thigh, and I learned a good bit about it, but it was the same kind of thing. I lined it, and then I filled it in black, which allowed me to smooth out some of my port lining. So, yeah, looks good. Good job there, Goth Mother. All righty. Let's see. Nickel. Oh, okay. Jordan. Self-taught, learning a lot. All right. Oh, hey. Somebody's here. Somebody is here. Let's see. Tommy, can you hear me? All right. Let's see if we can get Tommy in here. Bam. Hey, Tom, can you hear me? What is going on, man? Let's see.
What's going on?
You can hear us. All right, good. No,
I don't think my mic is working.
No, you are good. You're sounding good. Let me go find your work, Tommy. That way we can knock that out real quick. Tommy, here we go. Tommy, thank you for your service, brother. Let's see.
Hey, man, thank you for yours.
Yeah, no problem, man. Let's see. What's the right setup here, guys? Will we be up here? I'm trying to figure this. We're practicing here. So sorry, Tommy. I'm also trying to practice a few things here as well. So don't mind the slight confusion. All right, we'll go like this for now. I don't like that. It's too much. All right, whatever. It's going to be like that. All right. So, Tommy, this is you, right?
Yeah.
Right on, man. So what do we use here? Actually, this looks relatively nice. The lining, especially around this outside here, that's tedious. It can get quickly like tunnel vision and start messing these up, but these look pretty nice and consistent. What size liner were you using?
Yeah, that's my first tattoo I did actually at my first shop.
No kidding, man.
4 months ago.
Nice, dude. It's not bad. This is not bad. I like it. All right, let's click on the next one. Hey, this is nice too. Nice. What kind of machine do you like to use?
And that's my platoon shirt that I designed back in 2010.
Right on. You put this on yourself, yeah, your leg?
One of my veteran buddies' legs.
Okay. Right on.
And I just did that one a couple days ago.
That looks nice. Let's see. I don't know that I really have much to say about it. Are you using a round shader for your bold, thick outlines here?
So for the thick outline, I used a round liner. I think I used a 9.
A 9-round liner for the outside. Okay. Looks pretty thick for a 9-round liner, but hey, man, that is fine there. I think there's a delay.
It may have been an 11.
Okay. Yeah, it's not bad. I don't mind this one at all. This looks pretty good. Yeah. Are you using and I know I have a lot of questions, but are you using the bug pin needles like number 10 or using standard?
Standard.
Okay. All right. Have you tried? I know there's a delay when I talk to when you can hear me. It must be, but have you tried any bug pin needles?
Only 3-round bug pins to do pepper shading.
Gotcha. Makes sense. For like shading up in here and what have you, I think it would be worth a try to use to try like some curved bug pin magnums for some of your shading. I think it will help if you want to like smooth it out just a little bit more. Be worth a try, I think. But that's just my opinion. Again, one person. This is cool. I think though, I honestly think that your struggle might just come down to lining with larger needle groupings, because some of these look really nice, and then other spots, we have a couple passes on them or whatnot. That's why I was wondering what machine you were using or what kind of machine you were using.
Yeah. I was using a Vlad rotary, the Avenger 2 Pro.
Oh, okay. I've heard a few people like that machine quite a bit, actually. Yeah. All right. Not bad. My favorite one though is definitely your newest.
My inexperience of that type of skin near the armpit.
Oh yeah, that makes a lot of sense. It looked like under the knee, but now that you say that, yeah, that's the armpit. That skin sucks under there. You can see it even right here as it comes out of there. That's like gets sore really quick. swells up kind of quickly. Yeah, definitely more of a bouncy skin. I find in these areas, getting the tightest stretch you can get is definitely where the money's at. Real tight stretch, and just trying to get them at the first time. But you know, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know how long you've been tattooing, but clearly this is how we figure these things out. This is how you learn. It's like you look back on it and go, I guess I could have maybe stretched the skin a little bit more. So, but yeah, man, I really
about 9-10 months.
Okay, well, shoot, not doing bad at all, man. I really like this black and gray piece here. Super cool. And you get to have that. It's on you, which is awesome. And this first one, too. So, right on, man. You want to hang out and check out some other work while you're here?
Appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem.
You sure?
Okay, let's see. We got JJ. Let's see. 1 second. I'm going to check out some messages here. Just saying. Okay. All right. Let's take a look at JJ's work here. Hey, man. Watch your videos a lot when I first started learning tattoo about a year ago. So he's been tattooing for about a year. Critique. All right. That's pretty much all we need to know. These are a few I've done on myself. Some are unfinished, all about 1 year old. All right, so we'll start with the first one. Okay, this one is healed. And sometimes tattoos will get better when they heal. Unfortunately, this one didn't really get all that much better. You can still see that there was depth consistencies, hand speed, the voltage inconsistencies, but you have to start somewhere. You have to learn. It looks like you did another piece over here as well. Maybe you'll show that later in the clip here. Yeah, what do you think? What do you think he could have done here to help? Well, let's go through all of his work, and then I'll just get your input. You know, what do you think? Maybe he could have done better. Maybe a place to focus. This one is improved upon the last one, so this one does look a little bit better, and it was the one that I thought it was. Yep, lining up in here is a bit better now. Packing of the black leaves a little bit to be desired, a little rushed. Takes time to pack color properly, and it's annoying at times. Okay, that thing. And we have the shark. All right. Uh-oh, we're tattooing hands. We probably shouldn't be tattooing a hand. Looks a little blown out here. Hustle. Shark again. Toe? Foe? All right, man, this is some big pieces you're putting on your leg. I'm happy to see it's your leg, but maybe a little bit too big. What are your thoughts? Any thoughts here on JJ's stuff? Mm-hmm.
You know, it's funny. Actually, I think I seen this post on. There's a Facebook page.
Oh.
A Facebook page called Tips or Self-Taught Tips.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, he's looking for help, I guess.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I would definitely say, in my opinion, stay off the hands. There's no reason to be there right now. Once everything else is flowing and good, then maybe jump on your hands. But yeah, I would definitely continue to slow down, do smaller pieces. This hat lining looked decent, so maybe use that as a reference point, as all the other lining, the hat was the best part about it. But just keep at it, JJ. Do smaller pieces. Focus on fundamentals. Don't get distracted by wanting to do a bunch of other stuff yet. Just we need a foundation. So we need the lining. We need to pack in the black. And then we'll move on from there. All right, let's see. I'm gonna drop this down. It'll just be me and you here for a second there, Tommy. I'm gonna go up here to the top and just make sure nobody else wants to jump into the live stream here. We're gonna be going for probably about another 40 minutes, 30 minutes. We'll do 2 hours today, and then we'll get out of here. Let me take a look here real quick. I don't see. All right, guys, if anybody else would like to join me and Tommy let me know, send us an email, and you can jump on with us as well. We're just going to hang out here and take a look. Tell me if you have to leave at any point in time, no problem. You jump off whenever. All right.
Mine. I didn't expect to actually be online, so I'm like, oh man, I just moved, got done moving 2 weeks ago, so my room's a mess.
Right, that's the way it works.
Yeah, I clicked the link. I was like, oh, I'm online. I think I threw a shirt on because.
Nice. Oh shoot. All right, Christopher Robinson. Let's see what you got, man. Hey, man, tattooing for about 9 months, mainly tattoo myself. Here's a few on my leg. I'm trying to just work on line work right now. Thanks. All right. All right. Well, it's good to see you're working on line work right now. And some parts of this is not bad. Like the heart looks pretty decent. This is where we have a bit of issues over here. A little wobbly. I don't know if you're doing it on yourself. Maybe it's the position you're trying to get in. Maybe you can't get a good stretch, but it looks like you're using a bit of a thicker liner or around shader. And yeah, the depth, speed, something's off up in here. But the heart, maybe that was just in the right spot for you and it felt good, but that doesn't look too bad. Any opinions? Just throw them out there, Tommy.
Yeah, it looks like he's got that clear skin that derma wraps. I can't really tell.
Right.
Yeah.
Kind of wrinkles things up a little bit.
Yeah. So I can't really, but the line work from here looks good.
Yeah.
It looks solid and saturated, but that could be because of the derma shield that's been on there for, looks like it's been sitting there for more than 30 minutes or so.
Right. Let's give him another try here. All right. I'm not sure. Maybe we're looking at these ones now. This one's not bad. This one, we got little line consistencies over here. It looks like we're improving as you go. Again, same thing I said before. It is nice to see that you're working on lines and fill in black, because once you get that down, then you can learn another thing or add another thing to your toolbox and expand. But if you're trying to learn too many things, I'm sure you can probably attest to that. There's a lot you're trying to take in all at once. So
yeah, try to get I don't know if he has other pictures, but pictures with before you put the second skin or derma shield on.
Good point. Yeah, it definitely helps because as you can see here, you get a lot of shine in it. And that is the tricky part too, guys. When you send your work in general, think about it. All we can see is the photo. And if the photo's, not the greatest, then we're not going to be able to really tell what is we're looking at with precision.
Yeah, I still make those mistakes where I'm so excited. I get the second wrap on. I'm like, oh fuck, man, I forgot to take a picture.
Yeah, just the other day, there was one I wanted to get a snap of, and I just get to talking sometimes and yada yada and goodbyes and all that jazz, and they're out the door, and it's like, gosh, dang it. And then you got to wait for it to heal and hope, and I don't know, just never works out.
2 solid pieces. Another, how you reviewed my Pokemon traditional. I had a Gengar, a traditional Gengar Pokemon one that's really solid, and don't know where the guy's at, and I don't have a picture. I'm like, damn.
That's the way it works. That's it. All right. Love the channel. These are from Dylan. All right, Dylan, let's take a quick look here. Hey, it's cool that you added the your stencil there as well. So that's nice to see. It appears that this is a handmade stencil. I can see from the the lining here. This is clearly done by hand. And the tattoo actually in some spots does appear to be smoother than the paper. So good on you there. Good on you there. It's not finished yet. Maybe you lost part of your stencil here. Not sure. Are you in the chat? Let me just check because I tend to forget. So if you're here, maybe you got something to say. Is this Dylan? Are we looking at Dylan's work? We are looking at Dylan. Dylan, what happened? Is this you, Dylan? Okay. What do you any thoughts? I think it looks okay. Like as far as lining point of view, I don't know how long you've been Dylan's been tattooing. Okay. It's not bad, Dylan. I think it needs a little smoothing out if you're looking for a little bit, but all in all, for lining, I don't see any shading in here, which is cool because I don't think you're trying that right now. And you can definitely come back later and add different things and do different stuff here. Yeah. Let's see here. Interesting. Not bad, Dylan. So I'm reading the comments real quick. Do not want what does it say? Do not want live, Dave. Just criticism, Dave. Let me know the worst. Who is this? Sean? I don't even know who that is. All right.
Dylan says she tapped out.
What's that?
She tapped. Are we still reviewing Dylan's?
Yeah.
She tapped out, I think, on that last piece.
Oh, I got you. So that's why the eye wasn't completely finished yet. Okay. That makes sense. That makes sense. I don't know. Were you planning on shading this or anything, Dylan? Because as a whole, man, I mean, I know where you're at around the time frame you've been tattooing. This is not bad for that time frame, for that amount of time. So right on, man. Again, definitely little things here and there, but it's not bad. I think you're going places, man. Continue at it. I like the bold style you have here. Like you said, you can look at any of this stuff and we see that it needs some help, but we'll let other people give you a hard time. I'm going to tell you you're doing all right, man. Cool. Thanks, Dylan. And thanks for being in the chat. Angel. All right, I'm going to hide this real quick, run up to the top here, make sure there's nothing I'm missing serious. Okay. All right. Again, guys, we got about like 20 or 30 minutes left here. So if you want to jump in with myself and Tommy, let me know. Send me an email that you want to be on the live. I want to be on the live or something along those lines in the title so that I know. All right. So we're going to head back down, back to work. I'm going to show it on stream. All right. Next up is Angel Morales. Let's click on this. Looks pretty cool. It's like healed and whatnot. Like the blue in it, red. Yeah. It's a little hard to read in some spots, but I guess that happens. Yeah.
It's not too bad.
No, I think it looks relatively good. So does this one too. Pretty straightforward. Lining's all right. When you look at things from like a tattoo, you walk into a tattoo shop, get an idea, they knock it out like as a banger. It's not bad, It's like straight on, nothing crazy. Looks good. Life is a beautiful struggle. Yeah, struggle. Still can read a little bit. Yeah, I think it looks pretty good. Not bad. Not that bad. Is that it? Nope. We have another one. Okay.
Not sure
who these. Yeah. Simple ones, you can hide nothing. And the line work is a little bit from back here. It's like not bad. If she shows or this person shows this tattoo to people, they're probably like, oh, it looks good. But if you get up on it a little bit, you start to see that you can't hide anything. Wobbles, reruns, it's all visible. But as a whole, it's not bad. So, thank you, Angel. Next up is Aaron. All right, Aaron. I feel like we've checked out Aaron's work before, but here we go again, Aaron. If this is you, I think you're in the chat. Maybe. All right, we'll find out. This is again one of those times where we did a few, just too much maybe, because we're struggling here with lines all up in here. Start and stop, thick lines, small lines, little blown out lines. Shading's a little haphazard, if you will. The effort's there, it just doesn't come across. This looks a little beat up as well. Maybe it's in the midst of healing or something, not sure. But some parts look a little damaged. And that can happen when we're trying to, go over a certain area too many times or doing something that we're not 100% sure on. So as a whole, it's not bad. I'd love to see this tattoo healed. Aaron, send it to us healed so we can take a look at it. Send it to us healed with this photo with it, so that way we can learn something from it and people can see, okay, maybe he did go too dark, or maybe, you know what, Dave, you're completely wrong. That turned out fantastic. Whatever. You can't fix. I mean, the lining is the lining. but mainly talking about the shading. So send us one.
Don't
when it's
forget.
healed. What do you? Go ahead.
Oh yeah, don't forget the fangs. They're snakes, so definitely the snake tongue and fangs definitely will make that give it more of a dynamic purpose, I guess.
Yeah, it's a good point. There are actually no tongues or fangs here. None of them.
It's actually a very common thing. If you watch Ink Master,
actually, funny enough, I got sucked into it last night.
There's about 2 or 3 Medusa ones for a competition, and there was the same critique where either the fangs were missing or the snakes looked like they weren't coming out of the head of some sort. But at least with this, the snakes look like they're pretty well presented on top of her head. They're just missing the fangs.
Right, that's a good point. The fangs, and they are definitely all over her head, which is cool. Nice. I also do like this breaking down here. Looks cool too. Kind of a nice way to finish the bottom out. All right. Let's see. Therapeutic ink. Maybe they're grass snake. Yeah, maybe Smoke. Hey, thanks for being here, Smoke. Appreciate you, man. All right. You want a Medusa? Look at mine, Dave. All right, Danik. If you want to send it to me, if you're interested, I would love to see your stuff. Okay, anyhow, moving on. So let's jump to the next one. Here are some of my more recent tattoos. I've been tattooing for about 2 years now. I've been following your channel from the beginning. The pinup is on my leg. All right, so let's jump over here to this one here. Excuse me. This one's not bad, actually. This black appears to be well saturated. I don't know if it's supposed to be at this slight angle. That could happen from putting a stencil on and it gets a little curved. I don't know. But, geez, the lining around this is all right. The shading I like. I really do. We get a lot of dimension out of this little pawn here. There's a variation. We have open skin here, depth here, a little bit of light. You know, I think it's a well-rounded little tattoo. I would like to see the black put in a little harsher all the way up to the edge, but that's like really picky, I think. Maybe a little bit. Okay. See, the nicer the pieces, the more you critique it, I find. If it needs a lot of help, then you're a little bit nicer, you know? It's like, but the nicer they look, the more you want to be like, all right, this looks good, just for the record. But there's a few things. Obviously, right here, boom, that could be matchy the other side. But as a whole, you look at it, I like it. Moving on. Aha. Okay. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of the way this is shaded, but I guess that's personal preference. Lining is all right. It's a little different in different places. Some are good. Some is scratchy. Some is thick. Some is thin. So maybe just try to be a bit more consistent with your line weights. Even though some things might have a heavier line weight than others, it doesn't seem like it's matching up properly. Same in the shading up here. I'm not really sure. I would have drawn this one. Now, again, from the distance, it's not bad. I've seen some crazy lions and whatnot. Not horrible from here, but it could definitely be improved upon. The eye over here is kind of, I'm not sure what's happening. Maybe it's looking up, but nonetheless. And yeah, all right. And again, Tommy, if you got anything to add, feel free to just jump in. I'll just keep running my mouth. So
That looks nice.
It does. Yeah, I like this one actually. Nice job, man. Nice different colors in here. We got light browns, dark browns, a little bit of, some flesh. Right on. I think this is probably more your route than the other ones. So this one I liked. This one I liked. This one, maybe you're trying some new stuff. All right. But anyhow, thank you, Therapeutic Ink, for sending these in. Looking good, man. And yeah. Dylan. There's nothing here, Dylan. All right. One more second. I'm going to jump over here real quick and make sure I'm not missing anything. And then we'll be right back. All right. Now we're going to jump all the way to the most current ones sent in and work our way down. just because. Andrew Roberts, let's take a look at yours. I know people are going to get angry in the comments because I'm jumping around and missing some, but they're all going to get got, whatever that means, eventually as I go through, guys. So do what we can. So, hey, man, my name is Andrew. My first few on Real Skin, only on my wife, sister, and father. I've only been going about a month. Okay, I can't read on this email. I know some people don't like that, but I don't care. Oh, okay, we better read it because he's saying people don't care. All right. My first few on Real Skin, only on my wife, sister, and father. I've only been going about a month, but only doing it from my home. Oh, okay. Some people don't like that. Well, whatever. Please be kind, but any criticism will be appreciated. All right. Wasted a lot of time reading that. So, all right. Definitely super scratchy, man. And again, not trying to be super rude, but you sent it here for opinion. A lot of these lines are not going to be noticeable or extremely faint, which I guess is better than complete blowouts and whatnot. But over here, it really shows that we're trying to almost scratch these lines in. And you see what you're doing here is you're putting shading in and you're putting little parts of black when you don't need to be worried about that right now, in my opinion. What you got to worry about is just trying to get these lines nice and crisp. Or better. Improvement is what we mainly look for. So if it's, as long as you're improving, that's what matters. But it can be hard to just put the brakes on and just worry about one thing at a time. Lining. It needs help lining. Big time. This is a little bit of improvement, but still a lot of the same. A lot of the same here. I don't know about this. I don't even know if there's any lines in this. Interesting. I don't know about that one.
Yeah, when
this is cool. Yeah, this one's not bad actually. I mean, it's the best of the pack here that you've sent me. The black looks packed in all right. We got a few shade spots here. Yeah, not bad. All right, Andrew. Let's hit the next one. Nicholas. Oh, NGI for chilling on my day. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, checking the messages. Hey, Dave, I really appreciate your videos and knowledge. Thanks for sharing your experience and giving advice, even trying on yourself. I think my shading has improved with your videos. Been hoping to get your critique, sending some healed and some fresh. Been tattooing about 3 years now. Right on. 3 years is a decent amount of time. Should be looking at some cool stuff. This is kind of cool. I like this, actually. I mean, some of it's kind of scratchy-ish here and there, but it's cool. I really like. I don't know. I think it looks cool.
Yeah.
A little rough. Maybe it's healing. I don't know. Hard to say on that one. Nice stimpling. This is a heel tattoo here. Stippled out nicely. Lining's all right. Yeah, not bad.
Yeah,
Consistency. Yeah.
Stippling.
What do you think? I don't know. I think maybe a little bit more depth, maybe a little more black right at the very bases of things. So that's usually my...
Yeah, like underneath the petals or the shadows.
Right.
But his pepper shading, I like how it's going with the contour. A lot of people miss that.
Right.
They just kind of stipple out straight. Oh, it's probably from... I did the same thing. It's lack of experience, but
yeah,
practice drawing from life, like actually drawing like a real rose or with a pencil. Learn that contour. So yeah,
I agree. Absolutely. You see that a lot where it gets kind of haphazard. It's just try to put the shading in. But when you go with the flow of the petals and stuff, it makes a huge difference. And this is a really nice, consistent stipple. Like the dots are consistently throughout. The shades are consistent. Maybe just a little bit more black in some spots. But again, I don't know. We're just a couple of people. Yep, same with the flowers here. These look good. Maybe a little bit of black, whatever. The snake is kind of interesting. I'm not a huge fan of his scales, to be honest. They kind of look like sort of haphazard-ish. The head's kind of cool. I think as a whole, it could use a little more black as well, but not bad at all.
Yeah, really nice.
This is nice.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Beautiful flowers here. Heck yeah. Not really anything to say there, but nice. Oh, oops, what do we have? Nice flowers. Very nice. Yep, we got an astronaut falling into the armpit of doom here. It is cool. It is cool. I like it. Maybe a little bit hard to read, but there's a lot going on here. We got little Nikes on, little air, a lot of details here. This would be a cool one to really see healed as well. Hopefully it's in here. Let's see.
Wow.
That's cool too. Hey, doing good work. Who is this? Nicholas? Nice work. All right. Yeah, this must be a style that somebody wanted because it's definitely deliberate and looks cool in its own sort of way. Nice job, Nicholas. I got nothing to say. Looks good. Awesome. All right. Let's see. What do we got going on here? Again, Xavier, what is the God's name? And Keeper. Okay. All right. I'm going to drop this down real quick here and check things out one more time. We are probably getting close here. About 10 more minutes. 10 more minutes. And then we will jump out of here. Just enjoying what time? Where you out of, Tommy? Where you
Florida, Orlando, Florida.
Oh, nice, man. Nice.
Yeah, I just got approved for a VA home loan, so
right on.
It sucks.
Yeah, I
got approved, but the timing right now.
Oh. Yeah, as everything comes to mind there. Yeah.
Yeah,
VA, the process is not bad. Yeah, I bought a house out in Jersey years ago, but it was soon after I ended up getting out of the military. And that's been a nightmare ever since. The process of like losing that house during all of this nonsense has been crazy. Yeah. But anyhow, well, I'm glad to see you are in Florida. Good place to be about now. All right, let's jump this back up here. And we'll take a look at a few more. We got Tyler. Tyler says, I've been tattooing a little over a month now. I've always had an art background growing up, always been a goal to tattoo. So I took the first step. I've been working on face skins for a few months, then jumped to actual skin. The alien piece was the first tattoo I've ever done. It was on myself, and the astronaut was my second piece done. All right. A bunch of information here. Okay, little tiny tattoo on the back of the ankle area. This area, excuse me, could probably be a little tricky at times because the type of skin it is. But clearly you had to go over it a few times. Maybe you're using smaller liner than you need to. It can be at times easier to use a thicker liner in the beginning. If you're ordering these tattoo machines and they come with a kit and there's all these needles, they like to throw very small needles in these kits. 3-round liners, a lot, really small needles. And I see people use them. Jeez, I just put a fingerprint right on my glass. That's great. I see people use them all the time, and it ends up being such a pain in the butt. So if you can get a little bit thicker of a liner in the beginning, it's going to show a little bit less wobble, and, it's going to help build your confidence a little bit. And then you can work forward to thicker liners, backwards to thinner liners, and then start to figure out where you want to be. But I would stay away from really small needle groups in the beginning. This looks pretty cool.
That's nice.
A little on the, it's nice and simplistic. I see that, in this photo, it doesn't look like we're super confident shading, which is fine because it's a minimalist sort of tattoo. You got black, you have lines. Those all look relatively decent, within reason. And then a little bit of shading, which doesn't look bad from back here. Let's see what the next one is before I make any true opinions. This looks kind of cool in its own right. I actually kind of think it's cool. I don't know. What do you think, Tommy?
It's cool.
It's all right.
I love alien pieces. I've done a couple of those.
Right on.
Alien heads, and I like he's got the mandala at the top.
Yeah. It's like a little extra here. And the shading in the face is, I don't know. It's funny how tattoos, this looks like it's healed or healing or something along those lines in some spots. Yeah, it's not bad. I think the only downside here would be just like the pure black around everything. It comes all the way down to here, kind of stretches out a little bit. But hey, you're practicing. It looks cool, No problems. Keep working on that shading, though. But it has improved from the first one we looked at till here. So right on. Who is this? Tyler? Thanks, Tyler. Let's see. Finally cut the live, but still haven't seen any of mine. Sent them in a while ago, like 3, maybe 4 months ago. Send them in again, Holly. 3 or 4 months ago, absolutely send them in again. Because I'm about a month back from everything behind that has slipped through or whatnot. We're about a month back. But when I do these lives, we do a few from about a month ago trying to catch up, and then we go straight to whatever's been sent in the day of. So we're on things that have been sent in today, but there's a lot that have been sent in today, and then a lot that have been sent in since we've been live. But without a doubt, send them in again, and we will surely work to get to them. And if you don't see yours, send it in. Just send them in again, guys. That's the best thing I can say, and I will try to get to them. So nonetheless, I am back down here. We're going to jump into Xavier's and see what we got here. All right. Haven't done this in a while. Started 7 years ago, but completely stopped about 4 years ago. But this is me trying again. All right. All right. Well, let's just see what happens. Wait, hold on. Did he say hold on? Sorry, guys. But this is me trying. Thanks for the videos. They really do help. Please, more coil content. I don't use coils anymore. I did for a very short period of time.
I'm still
but the ability.
Coil.
Go ahead.
Oh, I'm still loyal to the coil.
Hey, nothing wrong with it. It packs a line like no other.
Yeah.
A lot of good things about it. And I know there's a lot of people that follow too. There's a few that are 100% coil. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm just that guy that tattoos coils on his hand and then uses a rotary. What a sellout. By the way, this has officially hit its itchy stage and it's driving me insane, but we're going to push through. And when it comes to healing a tattoo, I do absolutely nothing to it. When it's on me, I do absolutely nothing. I haven't done anything. I just clean it once a day. That's it. No creams, no nothing. I think I haven't done anything to it since the day of the tattoo. So remember, less is more sometimes, guys. Let these things dry out. Don't put too much stuff on them because you're going to slow the process down, open it up for potential infection, and yada, yada. All right, so this piece, it looks okay, I guess. Looks a little beat up around the outside, but that can happen, sometimes when you're trying to push a light shade and you have to go over the skin a bunch of times. But this still looks a little bit redder than it needs to be. But looking at what's around it and whatnot, this might be the best I'm seeing of what you have here. This flower's not bad either. Something weird in there though. But I don't know. Is that all? Okay, that's it. Well, Xavier, not bad. The lining's okay. It also could use a little bit of work, as you can see the few spots where we can see a line. So continue at that. It's hard to say off looking at one photo. You got any thoughts, Tommy? Like sometimes I just don't know.
No.
All right, cool. We'll jump to another one. Sebastian. Only one old school artist has a coil. Hey, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just new people getting into it. See YouTubers and different people out there, and most people are using a rotary, so they go a rotary route because it's less complicating and whatnot. But if you have an instructor, if you have a mentor that uses a coil and can show you and whatnot, then absolutely go that route.
Yeah.
Let's see. Hi, I'm the test subject for my boyfriend who started some month ago. Okay. Critique would be nice to help her get better. P.S. I am quite disappointed in her attempt to do watercolor, but what can I do? Oh man, I hope she's not watching right now. She's disappointed in her attempt, but I guess he's wearing it. I've seen far worse watercolor attempts than this. Far worse. You're okay. I think they can fix this up. A little bit more darkness, a little more depth of blue in certain spots here and there. It's going to be okay. Let it heal. Take a photo of this. If you have an iPad or something, I know that's a stretch. Not everybody does. Take a photo of it. Bring it into Procreate. Mess with it in there. See if you can find something that you like through there, and then attempt to make that, put that on the skin. That would be my best advice there. But you're going to be okay, Sebastian. I just hope she does not see this, man. You straight up said disappointed in her attempt.
It looks great, though.
I thought it looked all right, man.
Yeah, watercolor's not easy. And
no, it's not. Great. I haven't really attempted much of it. I need to.
I'm afraid
I read a book about it. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. I was talking over you, Tommy. Go ahead.
Oh, I was talking over you. So I'm afraid to try watercolor. I've attempted it because I knew as a practice, I was like, I'm going to do this watercolor technique, but because I knew I was going to color pack the area in, but it's like, I don't want to touch that stuff.
Yeah, there's a few different ways to do watercolor, and I haven't figured out which way I want to do it just yet.
You were saying you're reading a book?
Yeah, I did check a book out. I had Shelly Dax on the show like last year or something. She's a instructor at a school out in like Oregon or something. Oh, and nice. She sent me her original textbook, which I didn't really go through too much. It was cool. I just have it because it was cool. She sent it to me. And but she has a very small book she put out about watercolor. And it just kind of like skims the surface of things, give you a little idea. But it's one of the, still like anything else, like you have to like practice it. You have to screw it up a little bit to realize. And I'm just not ready to screw it up yet. And I don't want to screw it up yet. I have a client that I might be working on that wants some watercolor. So usually if I'm going to do something completely new off the wall, I will try to do a quick study on it. Mm-hmm. I will try to like, maybe work on it in Procreate or something. And it's only so that I can learn a new skill and give myself the best opportunity to perform that new skill. I mean, I think it's pretty common sense what I'm saying. So I'll stop running my mouth. We'll jump into Mal Huncho. He's 22 years old, 2 months into 2 months into self-tattooing, self-taught, inspired by artists like yourself. I admit I know the line work could be a little bit better. Getting glasses to help, that should help. The hardest part to me is shading, right? I practice on fake skin often, but don't want to flood you with too much. Well, I do appreciate that, man. Thanks for the support, Mal. And shading can be a pain in the butt. Let's see what you got. You know what? This is not the worst shading I've seen. This is relatively all right. I'm not sure if this is this how his mask is? It would be hard pressed to think that he would line it funky like this.
Yeah, it might be intentional.
I think so. I want to say that looks intentional. I don't know why you would do it. This is not bad.
But yeah,
I think it's great. Yeah, I think this is all right, Tommy. I everything has room for improvement. As you watch this show or whatever we're doing here, everything has room for improvement. Does this? Yes. I wish there was a little bit more depth in the blacked out eyes here. We could sit here and like critique little things for quite a while, but as a whole, like fill these into these holes. I want to fill those in completely, little tiny things, but not bad. How long do you say he was going at this for? 2 months. That's not bad for 2 months. Come on now. Come on. Don't look at my work at 2 months. Jeez. All right. We got AK.
Yeah.
Nice little wood stock here. Hey, for what it is, it looks good. It's got a little bit of a kink in it, but that's, again, because when you put the stencil on, if he turns his arm just a little bit more that way, it might straighten up a little bit more.
Yeah.
And,
what it looks like. Hey, man, AKs and Chevrolets.
We've seen a lot of Chevrolet tattoos, the logos. People need to stop putting that on themselves, personally. AKs, that's a little bit better.
Yeah.
And this is nice and bold. So, right on. You lost me here. No, man. Okay, well, the other ones were looking good. This one, man.
What's going on in the middle?
I don't know. I'm glad the other ones were nice, so I can tell you that this one is a hot mess. The other ones were pretty good. So I know you've got what it takes and you're learning, but this one, not so much. We got line issues, shading issues, or black packing issues. So we're just going to jump to the next one. Okay. Hey, this is the way you fill out a piece of fake skin, though. Jeez.
Mm-hmm. Damn.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. So back there, it can be a little tricky. The skin's not the greatest. It's got a little extra bounce and whatnot. So this one kind of missed the mark a little bit, but you can easily fix this one up with just going in there with a round shader and either thick lining it or just slowly packing this in, really saturating it And then if it's still not perfect, go with a small liner and just smooth it all out after you pack it in. Same here. And then I would hit this with like a 9-round liner, and just really hit it right, hit it solid, one pass. So once you get a little bit more confident or whatnot, maybe we're going in the wrong direction. Maybe this was the beginning ones, and then we've worked up to where we started at. So,
yeah.
All right. But this guy is all over the place with different stuff.
Yeah.
All right. See, from back here, I was like, oh, that looks nice. And it doesn't look bad from back here, but it's when you get up close and you really see these lines things are a little funky. Shading's improved. All right. Okay, Mal, there's a lot of different things going on here, man. From this one's probably one of my favorites that you sent, and the 8K. So if this is some of your newer stuff, looking good, keep at it. Shading will come with time. When you get an opportunity to push your shading limits, push them a little bit, but a little at a time. All right, what time is it? All right, we literally got 5 more minutes. 5 more minutes. I appreciate everybody being here. If you enjoyed the content, go ahead and give the video a like. And a big shout out to Tommy, man. Thanks for hanging out with us. Thanks for taking the leap, and showing your face and being here.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, long time watcher, man.
Sweet, dude. That's awesome.
A year and a half or 2 years almost.
That's almost the entire life of the channel, I think. Yeah. We're going on 3 years now, I think. Yeah, and so this is what I'd like to do in the future is maybe have some people who watch the show on with us. We can have up to, I think, like 6 people,
nice.
5 other people. So it'd be cool to have maybe 2 or 3. And yeah, so it's not just me. All right.
And me.
Right. You feel the pressure now, huh? It's like, oh, man.
Well, luckily I've done some streaming a little bit, but
you have
YouTuber. Yeah, I've been wanting to get more into it though. I just don't know what to do.
I feel you there. There's a lot. I don't know. This is out of my realm, actually. I know just enough to make YouTube videos. I don't know enough about TikTok and all the other ones. Yeah. It's too fast paced, and I don't know. You quickly start to feel old quick, and you're like, what the heck, man? I used to know what I was doing. Hello, my name is Val. Here's some of my work from the past couple months. I've been tattooing for 2 years now. Your videos have really helped me out a lot, so thank you for that. Keep on doing amazing content. Well, thank you, Valerie. And you have been tattooing, you already said it here, and I've already forgotten it. 2 years. All right. All right. Look, kind of a dark photo, but from what I can see here, it doesn't look bad. We got like some hatch work going on in here, which is pretty cool. That's cool. The lines are all right. The roses could have a bit more black in depth, because especially when you look up at this one, kind of looks monotone. I don't know. To me, it just kind of it's a little flat.
Yeah, put those blacks in there.
Absolutely.
Obviously before coloring. Don't forget to use. A lot of people are really, I don't know, I'm not saying a lot, but it seems like a lot of people are afraid of going too black.
Yeah, you need a certain amount of black in a tattoo to make it breathe. I like this, what you have back here, but that almost gets a little confusing back there. But I don't know. It's not bad. Like Tommy said, a little black in the roses. This is kind of cool.
Digging the skulls, man.
Yeah, they like skulls here. Lines are relatively decent. We can always critique our lines, mine included. And these could use a little extra help, but I'm just being a little more picky because the work's looking a little bit better. What the? This is, oh, okay. I barely see the dragon's head right here. And he is on what seems to be a piece of bamboo. Maybe. I don't even know. It's interesting because there's a lot of things I like about this, but as a whole, I don't really like it, I don't know. Like this, I don't know. Personal preference comes down to a lot of things. Here we go. Don't die. Not bad. Not bad. All right. Mixed bag here. But for 2 years, that's not bad. I liked this one was probably my favorite one. Got some different things going on here. Stippling, some shadings, packing a black, add a little bit of depth in the eyes there. Yeah, this one shows a bit more, and it's not bad at all. So keep at it, Valerie. All right, we're going to do, we got time for one more. Make sure you're, okay, they're not talking to me. Good. Last one. Blake or Black Star, maybe. Some stuff I did recently between myself, my wife, and a few other people that I know. Let me know what you think, please. All right, let's take a quick look here. Okay. Well, I'm going to go ahead and tell you that your lining needs some work, my friend. And we see that mainly down here. The S could smooth that out a little bit later on. And down here a little bit as well. Could be that the skin in this area was a little more bouncy, which requires more of a stretch. And if you can't get the stretch you want, then, and this might be more information than you want to worry about right now, but if you can't get the stretch you want, the skin is bouncing like this, you can offset that by pushing a little bit more with your tattooing hand. That'll help balance out a little bit more. I think next week, guys, as you can see my arm, this is all where I practiced, not 100% practice, but I did do some work here, and it needs a lot of help. So I will be, maybe next week, take a section at a time each week, and we'll work my way around the hand. And I'll show you guys what I'm talking about, because there's going to be spots on here I just can't stretch it. My hand, I can squeeze that real hard, and that'll stretch out, but I cannot stretch certain parts of my hand. So you get to see what I'm talking about, and I'll explain it a little bit more maybe in those live streams that we do tattooing those sections. But anyhow, yeah, I would say definitely just need a little bit of help with that lining.
Dave, would you suggest a smaller round liner for that last one?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think it just went too big and it overpowers everything. I'm sure they would probably have preferred this be a bit more delicate just as clients. And I don't even know what size liner this is. It's hard to tell sometimes.
Maybe a 9. It's because it's on the arm. Looks like maybe it's about a 9.
Yeah, and then when you add a couple passes over top of it because, it didn't go the way you wanted it the first time, then you really start to end up with things thicker than you wanted them for sure.
I've learned, because I used to stray away from smaller needles, but I knew I needed to learn those, and I had a good mentor that was really good with fine line. So taught me how to really utilize the small 3-round liners and 5-round liners. And then you can always, because they're so thin, you can always kind of, if you need to, shape or sculpt a little area,
Yeah, absolutely.
Like it's scratched.
There are several times where I will sculpt stuff, it's just, and those tiny ones are great for that, especially when there's something out in the open, like that a couple tattoos ago we looked at, it had that giant swooping circle that came around into the butterfly. If you're really, well, you know what, I'm not even going to share that because I'd have to explain it in great detail to where it's something I do. I will slowly sort of very lightly, almost to not visibly light, run my hand over that and slowly put that in. Then when I feel confident and everything with this, I'll go back and boom, hit it solid. But there's a bunch of little things that you can do and everybody's a little bit different, but absolutely. That's what I think. You learn with a thicker liner, a little bit thicker of a liner or a round shader, gives you a little bit more confidence. But like you said, eventually you got to go backwards. To do tattoos like this, you got to be able to use a smaller liner, and it's all just development over time. This from here looks cool, from right here. It's not bad, and even if there are problems with this tattoo, I think you could easily fix them, and it would end up looking even cooler. But from here, it looks good. Let's zoom in. It's a poor taken photo, so it is hard to see. I definitely think there's some struggles with our lines here and there. But I kind of like the tattoo as a whole, though. It's weird how that works, but it
looks like it's just unfinished. I'm
it's
unfinished. That banner would definitely pop when they go back in with some black on the insides of those banners, and then some maybe a gray wash. But I typically don't use a gray wash for some shading.
Gotcha.
That whip shading to give that some depth.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. That's a good point. Like right back here behind the banner, give it some black, push it back there a little ways, and it'll make the front pop a bit more with a little bit of whip shading right around the sides here. Yeah, I think that would be killer. And then like I said, there's some line issues here, but we're too far away to really tell. So I'm going to say as a whole, Nice job, man.
Nice.
Yeah, this is cool. Is that a purple? I wonder if that's a deep purple down there. It's pretty interesting.
Purple on my end.
Yeah, pretty cool. Nice, thick,
violet.
bold. What do we got here? All right. I'm not the biggest fan of this. We see the bit of the shakiness and all the lines here. And then when we fill it in, kind of left a lot of areas open. Looks kind of scratchy. But hey, you know what? You can't kill them all. That's wild looking.
Wow.
I've been interested in trying something like this and putting a video together of testing these things out, seeing how they look, how does it go in. Let me know if you guys want to see a video like that. I'll order some of this stuff up. And if you know anything about this, let me know what's decent, what's a good product, what's a good brand. I've heard good things. I've heard some bad stuff. So I am willing to give up more of the leg for this. So let me know. All right. How the heck did I get in here? All right. Well, guys, that is pretty much going to do it for me today. It's still early here. It's almost 1 o'clock. Wow. Okay. I better get my butt in gear. I appreciate y'all being here. Tommy, thank you for jumping in, man. It was great to have somebody else here to hang out with and whatnot. But
let's do this
all right,
again.
guys, if you enjoyed the video, give it a like, subscribe to the channel. Again, if you want to follow me elsewhere, you can follow me here at these places, DavyInks88, Facebook. Let's see what else we got here. Boom. Obviously, if you want to send your work in to artmesomething@gmail.com. Tommy, you want to tell people they can follow you, man? You were here.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
I definitely appreciate it, Dave. Yeah, my Instagram is Ewoo Tattoo, EWOO. It's not my real last name, but it's a take on my last name.
Okay.
Ewoo-tattoo.
EWOO-tattoo?
Yeah, or underscore tattoo. Same thing on Facebook as well.
So
hopefully we get more guys to join.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's a bit of a nerve thing, you know. It's like, oh, geez, I don't know if I want to be on the camera right now. Let's scroll up here and see if anybody requested, just to see for the future here. Yeah, so if you guys are still there, there's 89 people still watching. So if we could jump onto the next live at some point and you want to get on there too, send an email that says something about it. I'll let you know in the next one. But don't be afraid. Jump on. If you get nervous, whatever, you can leave at any time. But again, thanks, Tommy. Thanks, everybody. I am going to be out of here. Subscribe, all that jazz. Peace.
Peace.